Now, up next, we have Miriam Mosen with Gboard.
So let's move on to the gboard. So here, at first, we want to know where exactly could we enable the gboard when we first installed it. I have cleared the data, so it's pretty much as I first installed it. So we'll go to settings. I have a Samsung phone, and we'll go to general management, and then language and input, and then here it is.
Input systems header.
We'll go to
Autofill service. Input on-screen keyboard, Google Voice typing, Samsung keyboard, and more.
on-screen keyboard, and we will.
On-screen keyboard, navigate up. Default keyboard, Samsung keyboard.
Here we have this default keyboard.
Alt header. Samsung keyboard, keyboard mode to link typing.
Gboard.
Google Voice typing automatic.
And Google Voice typing. So we will go to the gboard, and we will
Navigate up button.
press on it to actually select it.
Settings.
So before we actually go to a place and try typing with it, we want to go to settings and see what exactly settings do we have in the keyboard.
Language English, plus 40, English, UK, 40.
So here, first when you open the keyboard settings, we have language. And here we can add to, any number of languages we want. Here because it's cleared, I did have before the English, French, and Arabic because I use 3 of them.
Preferences.
And we do have preferences.
Preference. Text correction.
Text correction.
Voice typing.
Voice typing.
Clipboard.
And clipboard.
Dictionary.
Dictionary.
Search.
And search.
Advanced.
And advanced.
Preferences.
So here are the preferences.
Keys. Number row of switch off, always show number keys.
And we have here
Number row of switch off, always show
number row, as actually Ed was talking about that in the blind accessibility keyboard you can have the number row, and here also in the keyboard we can have the same thing without actually needing to open up the symbols dialog.
Off switch off. Show empty switch enabled. The language switch key cannot be shown.
Oh, so here it's very important, this one. If you want to use the emoji, our emojis, that would actually replace the language selection button. We won't have this. But the alternative to that is if we pressed on the new line key or the enter key, it would give us the possibility to open up the emojis dialog or the emojis dialog. So I will show you that in a while.
Off switch off. Show language switch key on switch on.
So here the language switch key. If we actually turn that on or turn that off, it would turn the emojis on.
On switch on.
So and vice versa.
Show images and symbols keyboard off switch off. Show recently used images and suggestions spread of symbols keyboard.
This is very important as well. So once you open up the symbols dialog, it would show you the recent emojis that you've used before from the dialog of the emojis, of the row of the emojis.
Off switch off. Layout.
The layout.
One-handed mode off.
This is the one-handed mode.
Energy stickers on switch on. Suggest stickers when you select images in the energy keyboard.
So here it could give you also stickers, which are, by the way, described pretty well. I sometimes use them.
On switch on. Key press. Sound on key press off switch off.
This gives you the possibility to actually, if you want the keyboard sounds to be audible.
Off switch off. Volume on key press is default unavailable.
And this one is the volume.
Haptic feedback on switch on. Vibration strength on key press system default.
This one is very important if you don't want vibration while typing. So actually, let's go and try to type with the keyboard and see what will happen.
Folder, Google.
We'll open the
Gmail, notification maps. Duo. Keep notes.
Google Keep.
Keep notes. New text note button.
And open new note, and then
editor scrollable button. No text box editing.
Also, I'd like to say something regarding if you actually long click on a certain letter. And here it's really important in Arabic and English. So in English, if you long click on a certain letter, it would give you the accents. If you want to, type in French, sometimes it gives you accent circumflex and grave and things like that. If you don't want to use actually the, French keyboard, or if you want to do something real quick. And in Arabic, it would give you, some additional things that actually make the letters regular. And people who are Arabic would understand that tashkil, it would give you the tashkil letters like things like phonetics and things like that in Arabic. Also, the other thing I'd like to mention that here there's something different with CSR. So as you all know that in the latest updates of the gboard, some things happened regarding typing with one tab or double tab. With CSR, we don't have this problem. You can actually just see.
Capital U.
It actually types without any problems.
Capital C.
And I would also like to mention that when you just lift your finger and types the letter, the emojis dialog is completely different. Once you open the emojis dialog, you could just swipe and scroll through it without any problems and without needing to lift your finger, and it would just type the emoji directly. That won't happen. And in my opinion, it's pretty amazing, because when I am typing or wanting to find emojis, it's really hard to just work that way. And that feature was just on iOS, and it was really annoying to me. So this is the gboard. It's pretty easy. It's pretty usable and useful in my opinion, and it's one of my favorite keyboards, even though I am thinking of trying out the blind accessibility keyboard again.
Thank you so much, Miriam.